And hello there, welcome to Rusty's Late Night Sudoku stream, where we are late because things got interesting today. Well, to me, little. Let's get rid of the highlighter. Ran into a minor glitch when I came downstairs after sleeping today. Went to my laptop and moved the mouse, and almost immediately my laptop locked up hard. It wasn't until I did a Unix reboot that I was able to restore connectivity, or reboot it, get it to actually do something, and then the encrypted drive partition wouldn't load up. Ended up picking up a new hard drive for it, solid state drive this time, and did came back, said one last thing to try before I replace this, and rebooted into previous session, and it worked. And I got the system back up and running. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do something about it. Still need something done about it, so we'll be doing that soon. How soon, I can't say. Alright, we got a 1 here, only 1, 1. Got a 2 here, I've got 2 2s on the board. One of these two will be a 2. Let's see, we got a 3 here. Looks like we've got 3 3s on the board. Let's see, anything useful here? Now we've got 2 possibilities here. And 2 possibilities here. Up here we've got 3 possibilities. Down here we've got 2 possibilities. Over here we've got 3. I've got the 2 possibilities marked here, but here I've got 4 possibilities. Alright, so how about 4s? Looks like I've got 4 of those. Means I can put a 4 here. One of these two is going to be a 4. I've got 4 possibilities here. 2 here. This one and this one can be 4, which means we're down to 2 possibilities here. Those 2. And 2 possibilities here. Those 2. Alright, 5s. 3 possibilities for a 5 here, but we're going to change that here because it's not a 2. That's a 5. And that means I've got 2 possibilities here now for 5. And let's see, I've got 2 possibilities here. But I've got 4 possibilities here and here. So we move on to 6s. I've got 2 possible 6s here. And let's see, 3 up here. That one, and that one. Here we've got 4 possibilities. Here we've got 4 possibilities. 4 possibilities. And it looks like 3 possibilities here. So on to sevens. I've got 2 7s on the board. Those 2 7s say this is going to be a 7, and that means this one's going to be a 7. So now I've got 4 7s on the board. And I've got 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, and 4 possibilities here. So on to 8s. I've got 3 of those on the board. Now I've got 4, because that's going to be 1. One of these 2 will be an 8. That means one of these 2 is going to be an 8. Down here we've got an 8, and that's square. One of these 2 will be an 8. And I've got 3 possibilities here, and 5 possibilities here. So we move on to 9s. I've got a bunch of those. We're going to take this 9 here, makes this a 6 and this a 5. Let's see. Still looking at 9s. I've got another 9 right here. 2 possibilities for a 9 here, and 2 possibilities for a 9 here. And unfortunately, that doesn't help me. Oh, yes, it does. That means this is going to be a 3, this is going to be a 4, this will be a 4, this will be a 3. And let's see, I now have 2 possibilities for a 3 here. And let's see. In the square, I've got the mouse pointer over. Still have 3 possibilities for a 1. We're given a lot of helpful hints there. 2 possibilities for a 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got that 6, and it looks like I've got a single place for a 6 here. So 1 and 2 here, 3, 4, 5. So this could be a 6. This could be a 6. And either of these could be a 7 as well. Don't know which at this point it is. All right. However, we can also take a look down here. We know we've got a 1 in one of these 2 places. 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6 in one of these 2 places. All right, so if we can place a 7 in the middle here for either of these and fix it there, that solves the 1, 6, and 7s as well. Let's see. However, we've got, what am I missing here? I've got 1s, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of these 3 is going to be a 7. I don't like putting them in like that, but, and then I got these 2 as possible 8s. This is a possible 1. Also, these are possible 1s. But we knew one of these 2 had to be an 8. We just don't know what the other one is. It's not a 6. All right. At this point, it looks like we'd start doing floods on all of these, although I've only got 2 possibilities down here. And one of those is going to be a 1. The other is going to be a 2. Does that interfere with anything? Well, gives me a match to a 1, 2 here, but this is going to be a 1, 2 as well. And looks like 1s and 2s can possibly fit in there somehow. One of those is going to be a 1 or a 2. All right. Up here we've got an 8, a pair of 8s, a pair of 9s. What else are we missing? It looks like we're missing a 2. Does that break anything? Well, it doesn't break anything. Not there. But it does fill my boat there for possibilities for that top row. Alright, down here we've got 4 possible places for a, well, let's try ones. 4 possible places for 1 and a 2, same 4 places. 3 can't be there, but we got a 3 solved here. That doesn't change much, but it does change something. We now have a 3 here. And that means I've got 2 possibles for 3 here. Alright. So 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5, 6. So 4 possibilities for a 7. And 2 possibilities for an 8. So since one of those 2 is going to be an 8, that means one of these 2 is going to be an 8. And that means that up here, we get an 8 there, a 9 here, and a 2 here. 9 here. And what else? Anything? I think that gives us a 9 in all squares. Yep. 8s. We don't have all the 8s yet. I've got 4 places or 4 squares that have a pair of 8s to fill in. All right. Going back down here, got 3 places. No. That can be possibly a 7. I mean, that might be a 7, but I'm just earmarking things now. 6 on the board already. 2 places that can be a 5. 2 places with a 4. I've got a 3 already. 3 places that can be a 2, because this one blocks these 4, or these 3. And everything can potentially be a 1 at this point. Let's take a look in here. Again, everything can potentially be a 1. I've got 3 places for 2. Got 2 places for 3 already marked. 4 on the board. 4 places for a 5. And it looks like I've got the same 4 places for a 6. 7, 8, and 9. So now we're down to filling out this square, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4 is already on the board. 2 possibilities for 5 are on the board. One of these 2 is going to be a 6, so neither of these get to be a 6. We've got one of these 3 is going to be a 7. Got 2 possibilities for an 8 already and a 9. This is listing as a 5, and everything tells me that's possible. That's it. So we now have 5s and 6s over here, sorted out a little bit. 7, 8, 7, 8, 6, 7, 6. 7, 8 down here. 7, 8, 1, 2, 7, 4, 2. 7, 4, 5, 1, 7, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. We are going to have to punt, I think. Let's start in the middle here. and suggest this is going to be a 1, 7, and 6. Noting that by virtue of just guessing, we very possibly have got the wrong choices filled in there. But it gives us a starting point to see where things might go. I mean, if we end up with an empty square along the way, that means we get to back out all of those changes and start again. Here we've got two, so that gets us a 1, 7 here, 1 here, 7, 1, 4, 1, 2, and 8, 4 and 5 with a 7 here, 1 and 8. So I got a 1, 3 pair there, 2, 5, 6, 3 here, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, and we close it out with a 1. 14 minutes and 45 seconds. 4 minutes past 1 o'clock. Again, 14:45. I want to say thanks to everybody who jumped in, said hello, hung around for a little bit. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, and if you're just catching this in a replay or a play later, I do these streams. Notifications go out on Blue Sky, Mastodon, and Facebook. Feel free to follow me on any of those, and I will be more than happy to have you come and join us when I do stream. I do try to stream sometime close to daily, sometime after 3 o'clock on any given day, which includes up until 2, 3, 4, sometimes later the next day. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Have a great day.